What is up, guys? It's your boy Xavier back. Now check this out. Now, before I have a whole bunch of people trying to rage at me for this conversation that I'm about to have with you guys, we're going to have this conversation very quickly, very calmly, and above all else, professionally. Okay? So, a lot of people, preferably the ones that grew up before Fortnite was primarily a thing, I will be the first to admit this as well, that in all honesty, Fortnite has had both a positive and a negative impact on the gaming industry, and a lot of people don't seem to understand that. So, allow me to point out the positive. It is the first RPG to reach past over 5 million players within its first 2 months of being released. Now, I'll give that credit, but it's for the fact that this game's infamous fan base has created pretty much a big hole in the gaming community, and has left a lot of gamers, myself included, a little on the fence with it. Now, don't get me wrong, I play Fortnite. As a lot of you know, I play Fortnite very regularly, and I do enjoy playing Fortnite in general, but I cannot exactly bring myself to understand how the much bigger game companies have allowed, now I do say allowed, Fortnite to become, I want to say, the subject of a cult following, because you have a lot of people who cosplay as Fortnite skins and stuff like that. I saw that at AwesomeCon, and I was actually a little bit offended by that, because I was like, so I guess Fortnite does have that big a following now, doesn't it? But that's besides the point. And I'm gonna tell you guys this. As a longtime fan and player of Call of Duty games, I've been playing Call of Duty since I was a teenager. I see a lot of issue with the developers even speaking about how Fortnite, particularly Fortnite, and they even name dropped Fortnite having a lot to do with, you know, the competitive player aspect. Now, I know there are a lot of older players, younger players, and much younger players in Fortnite, but let's be realistic here. I'm not trying to throw shade. I enjoy Fortnite, I really do, but I cannot continue to bring myself to the point of where, if Fortnite is going to continue to be popular, that's one thing. But if the older game developers are openly admitting to both us as gamers and to the public that Fortnite is actually caused a problem for them, to the point of where, as a lot of you know, Black Ops 4, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 now, that just came out back in December, did not have a story mode because they wanted Call of Duty Black Ops 4 to outsell Fortnite in terms of PvP, which, for those of you who don't know, is player versus player. Now, truthfully, Fortnite is not necessarily meant for people who take the game seriously, or take games seriously, and there are a lot of people who are tryhards. We have plenty of squeakers within Fortnite that are genuinely, they make the gaming experience more lackluster than enjoyable. And there are a lot of people who take what they say and do very, very seriously. And I don't think, as an OG player myself, like, I don't think that Fortnite should have this much pull. So my thing is, a lot of people say Fortnite has had a negative imprint on the industry. That is true, because if big game companies, bigger game franchises like Call of Duty are finding themselves affected by the popularity that Fortnite has grown within the 2 years it's been out, which, by the way, just for a clear reference to you guys, and I'm not saying this to be disrespectful, I'm just pointing this out, Fortnite has not even physically been released. Understand what I'm saying? It has not even been fully, you know, announced that it's going to actually be released, and that they're going to stop doing the whole, you know, beta thing that they've been doing since 2017. So a lot of people don't understand, like, when a game is in a beta for an extended period of time, it's really, at this point, it's the people who buy game, you know, in-game currency and costumes that are keeping the game alive. Because if the game genuinely was about to be released at any form of time, they would have already said, oh, okay, so it's going to come out, let's say, March 2020. Physical release, get a whole Fortnite disc, you know, some DLCs, whatever have you, and then you can just play online, MMO, all that other stuff. But clearly that's not the case, because I have never seen any game that required you to like, put it like this. We all know that if you have PlayStation or Xbox Live, you cannot, you know, get a refund on anything you spend your money on. So if you buy a game, for example, if you buy Fortnite on PS4 or Xbox One, you're not going to get your money back if you don't want it, you know. So if you delete it, you're not going to get your money back. So like I said, just keep that in mind. So if the game is ever taken off PlayStation or Xbox One, you guys are not going to get your money back. And like I said, that's another hang up, because it is pre-beta. So like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You think Fortnite has had a positive or negative impact? I would love to have this conversation with you guys. Let me know in the comments below.